You are quoted as saying that you were not aware of that meeting that came out with that declaration. How so?
Well, you see, just like any other region in the country, if you go to the southern, to southwest, southeast, you have different youth groups. You have different youth groups also in the north. There are different area groups, just like mine and my team. We actually work with the elders. We work with the Area Consultative Forum. The elders, we are actually the Youth Congress, which is the youth wing. And the truth of the matter is that every other youth group, there are hundreds, or I'll say there are tens of youth groups in the north. And they are not answerable to me, neither are they answerable to my organization. They can call for their own press conference at any given time, with or without my consent or that of Kaduna State authorities.
Okay,
so
all right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So now we have all agreed, or rather, our panel has agreed that Nigeria needs to be restructured. Now, how should a restructured Nigeria look like? What should we be looking at when we're considering the restructuring of this country? Chief Commissioner.
Well, to my mind, I think we should be looking towards a Nigeria where everyone will be free to live and work wherever they have chosen, where everyone will be treated humanely and as human beings wherever they have chosen to live.
But our Constitution already guarantees that.
No, there are two different things. Two different things between what you have on paper and what is written in the minds of the people or in the subconscious of the people as a result of years of neglect and as a result of, a barrage of, brainwashing by those who seek, political power. So, whereas these things truly have been guaranteed in our constitution, we do know that Nigerians are not equal. Some Nigerians are more equal than other Nigerians. We know that even within regions, the people, for instance, in the northern region, in the south, in the southeast geopolitical zones, every group is not equal. Some groups are more equal, even some states in these geopolitical zones are more equal than other states. They have an air of superiority, and so on and so forth. So we are looking to a Nigeria where the man in my village can aspire to be the president of this country, and there will be no hindrances. We're looking to a Nigeria that is restructured in such a manner that nobody will ask where you are from before you make contributions to national development. We are looking towards a Nigeria where, as it was, like he said, was there a structure before that we're now restructuring? I think even the absence of a structure is a structure. We had a structure. We still have a structure, albeit defective, and it can no longer serve our purpose as a nation. People are marginalized. People want recognition, and they're divided into two. There is the political class. They are making their own noise, for restructuring, and we understand their language. But there are people, I don't know whether it is correct to say people like you and I, because I know that you may be part of those, other people.
Which other people?
Which other people?
I
belong to nobody.
You cannot belong to nobody. You will certainly belong to somebody at the end of the day. Anyway. I'm referring to politicians who want the creation of states because they want to become governors. They want to become senators. They want to go to the House of Representatives.
Okay.
And, these are one class of people.
Okay.
There are the other class of people, the ordinary man on the streets who has been asking questions and nobody has been giving him answer. She also has been asking questions and she has not been getting answers. I was born here. My parents were born here. Why can't I be what I want to be in this country? Why must I have to be connected to a particular advantageous region? Why must I have a godfather? Why must I belong to, a political class or an influential group? Why can't I just, rise
be a citizen and rise?
But whatever I want to become.
Is it possible to restructure without a target?
Without a target?
Yes, without a vision. As in, where are we going to when we say we want to restructure? Yes, there was no structure. As he said, even if there was no structure, there's a structure. Structure in a structureless state. But where is it possible to do this restructure if we do not have a vision of where we're going to? And how would that vision even come about?
First and foremost, this call for restructuring is a conscious and spirited demand by different groups that are making that call. So they must have in their minds, whether it's egalitarian or altruistic or chauvinistic or selfish, whichever. But they have something in mind as to how this restructuring should go. But the issue now is what is best for the society. My comfort and joy should derive in my understanding that you are happy. Because a big man in the midst of poor people is a poor man. You can't enjoy your peace when those around you are impoverished. Otherwise, you need a retinue of security apparatus. And don't forget that many of the security people belong to the poor people. When they go home, they meet the situation on ground. One day, they will kidnap you.
Mr. Naji, if I may come in before we get to Mr. Baladi, the history tells us about, let me use a country, Singapore. It's a small country. But what they're fulfilling now is a vision that came up in the 60s. They're still fulfilling that vision. A country like Dubai, where a lot of us go to for holiday, a couple of months back,
an arid area, otherwise arid area, is watered and flowered.
Okay. A couple of weeks back, they came up with an education plan. And there are benchmarks. There's a vision for education, and they are benchmarking it at a certain point. This is where we are, this is where we're going to, that's where we're going to. If everybody has said we want restructuring, who will give that target that everybody's going towards? Because, as you said, everybody has a mindset of where they want. So is it really a mental restructuring we need, as Mr. Balami has said, or do we...
And the Chief Missioner.
Or the Chief Missioner... Or what kind of restructuring? Do we go back to what the founding fathers of this country at independence had in mind? What did they have in mind even at that?
First and foremost.
And in reacting to what he said, I would also like to add to that question. Breaking up into states, is that not breaking us up even more than we should be?
I will address that aspect when I have responded to the first part. The issue about restructuring, like I said in my intro, structure determines function. And there's also a reverse relationship. The function you want to perform can give you an idea of the structure you need.